There is a stage in life people often misunderstand. It begins when everything becomes quiet. The phone stops ringing and opportunities slowly disappear. People who once stood close begin drifting away. A dangerous thought then enters the mind. You begin wondering if your life stopped moving forward. Many people panic during this stage. They start comparing their progress with other people. Slowly, doubt begins growing inside the mind. But history quietly reveals something important. Many powerful lives began in seasons that looked like failure. Isolation often appears before influence arrives. Pressure often appears before responsibility develops. Silence often appears before recognition comes. Very few people understand this while living through it. But life repeats this pattern many times. Those who carry great responsibility rarely live easy lives. There was once a man whose life followed this pattern. His journey began with vision. It was not loud vision that people celebrated. It was a quiet belief about his future. He believed his life had purpose. But vision often disturbs people around us. Some people feel inspired by vision. Others feel threatened by vision. This reveals something uncomfortable about human nature. Sometimes resistance comes from those who know you best. This man experienced that truth very early. The people closest to him rejected his direction. Watching his future made them uncomfortable. Eventually, jealousy replaced their understanding. One day his position collapsed suddenly. One day he lived among familiar faces. The next day he was sold into slavery. Everything changed in a single moment. His security disappeared. His belonging disappeared. His dignity disappeared. The mind now faced its greatest test. When suffering arrives suddenly, the mind searches for meaning. It begins asking difficult questions about life. Why does loyalty sometimes lead to betrayal? Why does honesty sometimes lead to suffering? These questions shape a person's future. They can weaken the mind or strengthen it. The Stoics understood something powerful about suffering. Events themselves do not destroy people. Interpretation determines the outcome. Many people choose bitterness in such moments. Bitterness feels natural after betrayal. But bitterness quietly stops growth. It traps the mind in resentment. This man chose a different response. He accepted reality without surrendering his character. That decision created real strength. He focused on what remained under his control. He maintained discipline in his work. He preserved integrity in his behavior. He carried responsibility in every task. Even without authority, he developed competence. Competence has quiet influence. People eventually notice it, even in low places. But life often deepens the test. Just when stability appeared, another blow arrived. He was falsely accused. Injustice creates deep psychological pressure. The mind begins questioning everything. Before he could defend himself, he was imprisoned. The environment became darker than before. Pause for a moment. This stage may feel familiar. Some people listening understand this season. You may not be inside a physical prison, but life may feel restricted. Your effort feels invisible. Your intentions feel misunderstood. Your progress feels painfully slow. The most dangerous moment is not difficulty. The danger appears when suffering feels meaningless. Once suffering feels meaningless, motivation disappears. But there is another way to interpret struggle. Instead of asking why suffering appears, ask what this season might be preparing. Preparation rarely looks impressive. Preparation looks like discipline and repetition. Preparation looks like patience and silence. Many people abandon the process here. They assume silence means failure, but silence often hides transformation. Inside confinement, the man continued growing. He developed wisdom during hardship. He helped others solve problems. He remained mentally steady. Pressure slowly shaped his character. Leadership began forming quietly. Emotional strength continued increasing. Patience deepened through difficulty. These qualities rarely grow in comfort. They grow under pressure. Eventually, a moment arrived. A crisis appeared no one could solve. Suddenly, the forgotten man became important. The one who was betrayed carried wisdom. The one who was imprisoned carried authority. His life changed suddenly. But the change was not sudden. Years of preparation made that moment possible. Looking back, the pattern becomes clear. Betrayal strengthened his emotional endurance. Slavery strengthened his discipline. Prison strengthened his mind. Everything that looked destructive became preparation. History repeats this pattern often. Lives that rise prepared endure longer. Lives that rise quickly collapse quickly. So if your life feels quiet, remember this. Silence does not always mean failure. Sometimes silence means preparation. Sometimes dark seasons prepare great responsibility. When your moment finally arrives, people will say it happened suddenly. But you will know the truth. It was built in silence.